Hey guys, Banana Luck here and welcome back to another Walker Realms video. So we're back with the last rotation for Arena, and that's the anti-air DPS. So we've talked about AoE, we talked about single target, and now we're on to the last rotation, and surprise surprise, this guy is still here. Even though he's a mage, he's still standing strong in anti-air, and in the name of science, we're gonna, fight this guy and show you guys how lethal he can be when you pair it with Venoma. There's also other cases where people pair with Aracha, which I think works just as well, because you can see from my results, I've lost to this guy. This guy, you see it's Aracha with a Silas. A5 Silas, no less. So obviously something works about having Boreas in the lineup. Not sure why this guy lost. Probably a BP difference thing. Like his BP is way too low, so they screwed up with his defenses. And this guy, very big BP difference. But I can see that I didn't actually fight anyone with a Boreas. So all these people are the ones that challenged me, and obviously I lost. You can see how big of a BP difference there is in the first place. So we did lose to this guy on our defense. So yeah, we'll try our luck here, see if we win him. But before we do that, here's my lineup. So don't have Aracha. So my main damage is coming from Silas, Hudson, and Dolores. So in the new arena, I find that strategy is that you need to rotate your ultimates. So you either have like ultimates for each round, either that or you have to somehow brute force it if it's one of the earlier rounds. But I find that from round 4 and 5 onwards, that's where timing matters quite a bit, because Socadence does quite a bit of damage when you don't clear in time. So that's when you actually have to start timing your ultimates to ensure a fast clearance. And that's where Boreas comes into play, because with his anti-freeze, whatever that spell is called, uh, this one, Frozen Purification. This has a global range, which is why it sucks, because there's no other unit in the game that has that global range that Boreas does. So it sucks, obviously, but it is what it is, and you're gonna see firsthand how that decimates us and how our lineup also usually works. So Lunera is in an okay gear. I just chucked whatever I could find. Crit damage is a bit low, but I'm just using her for the lot bonus and also for the immobilize that she does. Silas is obviously in top tier gear for me here, and yeah, that's Silas, and then there's Hatsu, Sobao Arcana gear. She does pop her out quite a few times, so this makes a lot of sense, and her ultimate only improves with this set, not Infernal Roar. And then Mari is just on the Rage Regen set, and also the Nightmare Samsara artifact, so that she can get more freezes off. And then Dolores, Invigoration set, as well as a Kin Wisdom artifact for the extra damage. So without further ado, we're gonna fight this guy. BP is quite similar, but he's probably gonna decimate us because it's probably a naked Venoma and naked Aura, which is why the PP has such a big, small difference. So first round is probably gonna be pretty close because Boreas is gonna come out a bit later than our Hatsud, I think. Yep. So Boreas is probably gonna come down next, and you can see, yep, one hit. And it's gonna happen again. It's gonna do it in, yep, one hit again. And see right there, that's how we lose, and we're gonna get zapped quite a bit. Hatsud's out, and then now he's gonna do the same thing again. Okay, this guy's Boreas is not that strong, which is a good thing. But yeah, the Laurel's Hub is on, so Okay, pretty close. This guy's Boreas is not as deadly as I expected. He popped this out, so he might do this way earlier than us. Yep, there you go. So before the units even start moving, which is something that we can't achieve. Yeah. You can see quite a bit of damage done there, but we can't really do anything about it because Boreas just does it way earlier than us. But okay, decent damage done to him. So we're gonna slow down here, do some manual placements probably. That might be a problem. Okay. Do we actually win this guy? Oh, we do. Okay, this guy is just dog poop. I have no idea how he won us actually. Maybe it was his auto placement that sucked. But yeah, you can see how Boreas just dominates because of the sheer amount of damage he does. And on the counters mages like Vienna, Zealous, they have a 50% penalty on air units, which I'm not saying that we should implement for Boreas, but the range is definitely something that should be sorted out for. I'm not gonna fight these two guys because pretty obvious that it's gonna be a loss. And yeah, we are in whale territory right now. Khamet is also quite an obvious pick here. Reason being that he doesn't have that penalty on air units as well. So he does very well in the last few stages. So the ones where you just saw me end off round 7, that's where Khamet starts to shine. So this is probably going to be a more manageable fight. Let's see. Arrogance is pretty decent here as well. So let's see how this pans out. But first few rounds is going to be fairly equal. Yep. You can see it's just one hit. Yeah. Okay, there we go. And yeah, pretty close. So it's the same. He will pop his out here too. Yep. Same deal. Pretty much the same strategy. Reason why you pop Silas's out this round is so that he has his ultimate out again in the 5th or 6th round if I'm not wrong. I think it's the 6th round where that giant tyrants pop out. So what I used to do was that I pop Hatsuits out in this round, which didn't work as well, and I cleared the second round slower. So this rotation definitely helped me a lot better. Yeah, then Mario is gonna come down next, and then Dolores is gonna be activated. So make sure that we clear this out in time. You can see it's just a very narrow win. And this is gonna be the one where normally I will pop Silas's out here, and that results in the Tyrant spawning next, and we just lose entirely. So this time around, what I do instead is I pop Hatsuits out on this second wave, and the guy is probably gonna do around the same thing. It's not exactly the same. Yeah. Yep, you can see he pops this out on the last guys as well, but his doesn't have as much damage as mine, and his Silas pops this out too, so yeah. And okay, the autos are screwing me up because Dolores is not supposed to out that early. Yeah. And Hatsuit, pop you out. It's a bit late, but okay. Round tight. And this is gonna be the last round, the crucial one actually. So let's slow things down a bit. We might lose this just because Dolores out way too early. Yeah, we can't get Hatsuits out in time. That's a problem. So only the Tyrant made it through, but yeah, okay. It seems like he has the same problem as well. So the fish is alright. We can deal with him. The problem is the... Sorry, the Tyrant is fine. It's the fish that we can't deal with. As you see, you can pop this out here and... Oh, that's not even enough. Yeah. Yeah, I think having Dolores pop her out there definitely screwed us up. If not, this would have been a clear-cut victory for us. You can see we cleared it with ease, but no, not gonna be able to touch the fishies. And this is just gonna get worn down eventually to 0%, but yeah, you can see that in an equal matchup like this, things are a lot more balanced. Whereas in the case with Boreas, there it was really a race against time. His Boreas just didn't seem to have enough damage to, you know, get things going. Yeah. I do think maybe I should place Lunera in a different position instead, but yeah, we shall see. Maybe we'll place her down here instead. I think that delay does help a bit. And also there's someone to attack the units.
Our redemption draws near.
But I can see the meta sort of forming around Silas and like Hatsut. That seems to be what most people are doing. You can see this guy's Hatsut is not doing nearly as much damage as what mine is doing. So I think that's the difference that, you know, sealed us the victory there, to be honest. And okay, this guy has Idril, so probably way more DPS than me. But we'll just try it out, see how it works. But yeah, it's annoying that timings with the ultimates are still wonky in this new arena. Okay, he's gonna do it faster than me. Probably has a stronger Silas at mine, to be honest. Yeah, that Silas is hitting pretty nuts. Hey, pretty close. Just barely made it there.
Shadows can't hide you.
My aim is true.
Okay, won that round somehow, which is good. Now the next one is the one where we pop Dolores. Yep, nicely done. Seems to be struggling in terms of damage, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. We'll place Lunera down here instead, like what we mentioned. See if that helps a bit.
Up here comes the storm.
Shadows can't hide you.
Okay, that timing might have screwed us up because that means that these mobs get frozen a tad too long. So yeah, see if that affects us much. Okay, not too bad, not too bad.
Our enemies
Could be worse, and this is where we pop the out to get this big tyrants out of the way. And we're not on auto anymore, so that ensures that, you know, Dolores doesn't have her out popped at the wrong time. This guy seems to be struggling. I think we might just win off this. Yeah, it's gonna be a victory. That's bad, because it means that my round 7 and 8 autos are now screwed up, but yeah, let's have to find a stronger enemy before then. And let's see. I'm considering fighting this guy just to show you guys how Khamet is like. This guy is a lot more even, so you can try fighting this guy. He's like geared better than the other dude that we just fought. It's the exact same lineup, I think.
My aim is true, as you wish.
This guy's gonna go for early ultimate, so that means that he'll clear way faster than us in the second wave. That's probably what's gonna happen. Because Idril will ultimate, and yeah, untouched units before that.
In blood, I strike true.
There you go. See? Pop the Boreas out as well. And I'm gonna take some damage here.
Dance with me.
Shadows can't hide you.
Yeah. It's gonna be fairly equal, if not better, because his Silas is placed in a much better position to stop those units. Okay. Ever so slightly faster than him. Let's see if popping this ultimate at the get-go helps. Or does it still screw up with the timing? Yeah, it still screws up with the timing. Okay, so maybe it's just best to not pop that ultimate at all. Okay, this guy might just lose from this. Because his Idril is not popping her out. Yep. It's very punishing in this new arenas because if your lineup just happens to, you know, not have fought someone maybe of a BP difference that you expected, then yeah, things like this could happen where one unit slips through, which is why I said the strategy here is really to cycle ultimates. This guy won us a few times, we're not gonna try. We're gonna just try this guy and see what his Khamet can do, which I'll imagine is pretty impressive. Not on the level of Boreas, but if we do survive to round 7 or 8 with him, we'll likely lose because Khamet just does a lot better.
My aim is true, as you wish. Bullseye.
So you can see, yep, I drew first, because this Idril has the Venom Mappa. So yeah, it's probably gonna clear this a lot faster than us too. It's a problem.
Dance with me.
Yeah. There are big differences here.
Dance with me.
Shadows can't hide.
And Silas is probably gonna pop his out here too. Yep. There we go.
And flow. Bullseye.
Yeah. This guy is pretty nuts, his lineup. Just losing every single round. Yeah, you can see Khamet putting good work here. That's probably it's an A4 Khamet, I think. So yeah, he has the extended range which most Khamets don't have. Yeah, so we don't know whether our Hatsu can clear in time, which isn't able to unfucking. Yeah.
Our enemies will know.
This is round 6. Yeah. So it's just a matter of popping the Pyrans out.
Can't hide
Yeah. It's gonna come down to the battle of the Siluses, and his Silas is hitting a lot harder than mine. This is an A4 Silas.
All shall bow down in fear. I'll serve you right. Shall we dance? The serpent's curse strikes the nether.
Barely closing by. Yeah. We might win just because of this, because his defense doesn't account for that. Yeah. Yeah, probably screwed up his ultimate timing somewhere. And that seals us the victory. Nice. Yeah, I was not very confident because of how strong his Silas was, but looks like something happened there in the last round.
A masterful display of the lunar arts.
Okay, so that's all 5 permits exhausted and strategies examined. We're not going to fight this guy, it's a guaranteed loss, but yeah, it's good to see that we are still able to stand up to some of these dudes that are using Boreas. But I think in a live matchup, probably will be a very different case. This guy is an obvious loss because A5 Silas. And okay, this guy had A4 Silas, not A4 Khamet. So yeah, I was a bit concerned there, but looks like we still managed to pull through. So yeah, I hope that covers strategies in terms of cycling ultimates, how you should do it. And of course, Idril is a top pick here, but I don't have her geared in the best stuff yet, so that's why I chose not to, place her in. I think this cycles works a lot better for me. And Mari is typically going to be used in round 8 to slow them down, as you saw from, I think it was the fight against the Boreas dude. So, was it someone else? I think it was an all marksman team. Yeah. That's gonna be it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed the content, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down if you have any questions below in terms of the strategy and any heroes that you can substitute this with. But that's gonna be it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.